Good morning, everyone. We're live from Houston, Texas. This is Friday, August 24th, and show number 85. I'm sitting in my living room today because I have stuff that I'm doing in the studio and it spit me out, for lack of better words. Got spat out of my own living studio. But when I'm looking down here, just so you know, now I have my comments on my iPad and I have them in my lap. So that's what looking down means. Don't freak out. So anyway, Captains Diana and KB were in the chat room before the show started. That was fun. You should scroll back, if you're here live, scroll back and look at the comments and see what KB had for lunch today. It sounded amazing. Made me hungry, to be honest. Good morning, Captain Julie. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. I'm in the living room. Right here's Tamaya. She has her head on my lap. I wish I could show you, but I can't. Maybe if she sits up, you'll get to see her. But it's nice having her here. It's Friday. Captain Julie says, I have the day off and I'm cleaning because we might have company. Not a fan, but anyway, I finally opened my new mop. Love it. Oh, that Cedar mop, that brand, I think. Yeah, I love that mop. I hope you love it too. I really do. I keep using it and it's wonderful. The way it spins all the water out of it. I love it. So good for you. And you know, company, it's not every day, so just try to enjoy it. My biggest tip when I have company that I like is, if they're overnight guests, of course, put together a guest bedroom basket for them. But I like to give my guests things to do, so I give them chores. So if they come over, you know, it's always, oh, what can I do to help? It's like, well, I'm prepared, and I say, well, you're going to do this, please. I need you to chop all that or whatever. Keep them busy, and then I don't have to do as much. I hope you enjoy it. Anyway, so it's Friday. If you missed the show yesterday, I changed the time from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. my time. So sorry about that if you missed it because of timing. I apologize. I had the floor dude show up, and a recap of that show yesterday. You can hear the full horror of that of what happened if you go back and watch yesterday's show. But the recap is floor dude showed up, damage more extensive than he even the adjuster realized, and I'm going high class homeless for a month, possibly starting next week. They're going to pack up all these rooms, kick me out of my own house, 2 adults, 2 large dogs, and a geriatric cat. I don't know where we're going to live. They better give us enough money to get a house because it's going to be a nightmare otherwise. No, it'll be a fantastic experience. It'll be an adventure. So that's the recap. They have to do more work on the floors than they thought. I can't be in the house because it's apparently the fumes and the dust. They have to shut the whole air system down. It's too dangerous to be here. And I respect that. And I don't want anything to happen to the dogs or the cat. So, you know, and initially I was worried because Chandler, the cat, she's, 17 and a half now. We lost her sister, who's the same age last year, at 16 and a half. And, and she's getting really small because she's old, and cats shrink as they get older. She's a little bony to pet, right? Which is creepy, to be honest. But but last night I was like, oh, I'm so worried about Chandler. And I thought about it. It's like, she's fine. She's bright. Her eyes are clear. She can hear. She has all her teeth still. She runs around the house chasing cockroaches. I mean, she's fine. She jumps. She might be old, but she's perfectly healthy. So I'm not going to worry about her. I think it'll be an adventure for her. Take some of her toys with her. She sleeps most of the time anymore anyway. So I'm not going to worry about it. Lots of stuff came in. I missed it. I'm sorry. It's hard to look down here and look up there at the same time. But good morning, Captain Pam. Good to see you. Okay. Captain Diana said, they'll either help clean or if they don't like it, don't stay too long and don't ever come back. That's the spirit. So anyway, So that's my floor update. But what's going to happen today, I'm in the living room also because I'm trying to get ready for what's happening this afternoon. They called after the show and made an appointment. The moving company that this flooring company uses is coming this afternoon because they have to evaluate the stuff. Because they have to actually make a bid on moving the stuff into storage. So they have to come and see what I actually have in these 3 rooms. So right after the show, I'm going to grab some lunch. And then the moving company's coming. So I kind of was moving stuff around. The floor guy gave me advice. He said, if there's anything that you'd be sad if it got broken, you know, move it to another room. Don't let them pack it and put it away. So I kind of went through and like right back here, there's some pottery. I have some Jonathan Adler pottery. That actually is a piece of it right there. And I don't want them packing that, so I don't even want them to see it. So I moved it into the dining room. So I'm going to do that a little bit. Oh, good morning, Captain Charles. Good to see you. Happy birthday, Captain Charles. Everyone say happy birthday to Charles. It was yesterday. Their birthday boy was off doing other things that I hope was a lot of fun yesterday. I hope it was great, Charles. Oh, Pam, you want to know which dog's right here? This is Tamaya. She's sound asleep. You'll probably hear her snoring soon. She's also wet or damp, so my leg's getting damp. We went swimming this morning. So anyway, so once those moving people come and they evaluate then we'll get a better idea. They really want to start next week because, you know, Labor Day's coming up, and so you lose a day or two and people want to take vacation. So they want to get this going. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll submit the proposed amount to the adjuster and they'll just pull the trigger right away. Because I really would like to just get this done. Putting off something that's that daunting, like go high class homeless for a month, you know, I just want to get it over with. So, oh, Captain Charles is 50 now. And it was fun yesterday. Saw friends, family, and got a well-deserved massage. Good for you, Charles. That's the way to spend the day. Sounds like you should spend every day like that, Captain Charles. Ooh, and your YouTube channel's live. Ooh, I can't wait to see it. Good morning, Captain Cindy. It's good to see you. Sorry about yesterday. I saw you popped in at about 11:23 and left a comment. But every once in a while with this flooring project I'm going through, Cindy, I'm going to have to move the time. So hopefully you went back and watched the show later on so you can get caught up on all the news. But oh, great. You get to stay because your clients are running late, Cindy. That makes me happy. Not for you because I know they're running late, but, you know. You'll be happy to hear, Cindy, that I'm looking at a place close to me to join that has a really good Pilates reputation. So I'm thinking about getting into the Pilates. I want to be more bendy. I'm 51 now, so things don't bend like they used to. I'd like to be more bendy. So anyway, one of the things, excuse me, got my coffee right here. So one of the things I've also been working on, just as a follow-up to that show where absolutely nobody commented, nobody. It was a YouTube glitch, that's why I went. Where I was going to have I have this better understanding of gratitude now, that it's not just being, oh, thank you for everything I have. It's actually looking at each of the things or the experiences of the people in my life and remembering why they make me happy. So as I've been moving stuff around, getting ready for the movers to come over, I've been really trying to go, wow, I like Jonathan Adler because of this. And I remember when I discovered his pottery, and this is why I like his pottery. And I'm so grateful that I have some of it and I can remember why. So that's been going really well. It actually, it really lightens the atmosphere of a situation that could actually be stressful. So instead of stressing out about all this, as I move stuff around and they're going to get ready to pack it all, I'm going to just appreciate where it came from, why I love it, trust the universe to protect it from the movers if they have to pack it. Oh, good morning, Captain Kristen. Good to see you. It's always fun when everybody shows up. I have my comments right here. It's quite distracting because I want to look at you, but I also want to see what everyone's saying. Captain Diana says, what's the story about the skull that's behind you? I know it has a story. Yeah, actually it's a piece of art from a local artist who does multimedia art. And it's actually, I believe it's a fox skull that's mounted on a pedestal, and it's wearing a skunk stole. And it's got a jazzy little top hat and a feather. He's a weird artist. You go into his art place. I took my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law there 2 years ago when they were visiting. I said, there's this really weird place where this artist shows all his artwork. And we went in and I was milling around and I turned around and I saw my brother-in-law almost running to get out of the place. He was like, why would people do this? It's like, it's art. Anyway, that's the story behind that. It's really, it's classy. Classy with a K. It's okay you were late, Captain Kristen. We all forgive you. So, Captain Charles, I should tell you where that's at. I'll text you where I got it from. You might enjoy going in there. It's a little weird. They have a Krampus festival every December. It's frightening. So what do I have to do today? So today it's Friday, right? So I got to get caught up on laundry. I like to have it caught up at the end of the week. It never happens, but I like to give it an effort. And I actually need some groceries for the weekend. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the new Whole Foods that's just a quarter of a mile from my house. And I'm going to try to do some grocery shopping. It's a Whole Foods 365 if you've missed the whole story. I'm going to go get my groceries at the new place. It's got that new store smell. And you know what I found out too, if y'all have a Whole Foods near you and you haven't heard this, if you're a Amazon Prime member, you actually get a discount on all the food. So you download a Whole Foods app and it's got a QR code, like a barcode, and that's what you go bloop when you go grocery shopping, and it reduces the prices on stuff that's on sale. So that's a little tip from Captain Housekeeper. Before you go to Whole Foods again, and if you're a Prime member, download that app so you get your discounts. Captain Deborah, I didn't see you come in. Hi, Deborah. It's good to see you. Are you going to walk and use a granny cart? I am, Deborah. I actually, honestly, I'm going to do that. I have a granny cart that I used to use when I lived downtown. In an apartment downtown, I had a granny cart to get stuff from my car up to the apartment, right? And I still have it. And I totally am planning to do that. But not when it's 110 degrees. Honest, it is so hot. I mean, and the humidity is so high that just walking to the car, I get sweaty. I can't imagine how bad it would be if I tried to walk up there. And, I tend to go in the middle of the day when it's a little less busy, too. So that's when it's the hottest. So, yes, I do plan on using my granny cart. I have no shame with stuff like that. It's going to work. It's going to be great. It's better than a backpack. A backpack would work, but I'll probably buy more than that. Captain Diana says, I need Dolly the Wonder Wagon. Actually, you do. That's a really good idea, Diana. I saw those, for those of you that watch Captain Kristen's podcast, that's what she uses to transport the stuff from her car to the beach, to do her podcast on the beach. And I saw those at Costco, and I really was tempted to get one, but at the time, I honestly didn't have a use for it. I just wanted one. So I put a pin in that. So hopefully once it cools off, when I go back to Costco, they'll have them because I really like them. I'm taking a cart. I'm going to take my cart to the store. I've decided I wanted to be, I'm worried about my reputation in this neighborhood based on the response of the neighbors I run into. But once I turned 50 last year, I just decided I'm going to be the eccentric one. So I painted my house purple. So now I'm the one in the purple house. Much to the chagrin of some of the neighbors. They're like, we need rules in this neighborhood. It's like, oh, too late. And I'm going to take my granny cart, my Wonder Wagon, to the grocery store. I don't care. Yes, it's a half a mile of walking plus all the walking inside the store. Exactly, Captain Pam. It's good exercise. Like Captain Cindy always says, if your dogs are fat, you're not getting enough exercise. And my doggies are fat. Just Tamaya. She's not fat. She's just She enjoys snacks, like her daddy. So, can you hear her snoring? She's snoring. Yeah, she's so cute. Captain Diana says, "Who cares what people think?" I know. I'm not supposed to, and I really make an effort, and I've grown out of that a lot, but, you know, I still wonder what they think. I'm not so sure I care, but I do wonder a little bit. Captain Deborah says, "One of my grandsons would love your cart. Red is his favorite color." I love that. Red's such a great color. It's such a powerful color. I love red too. You know, in some cultures, they call purple, they say that object is so red it's purple. So to them, purple is like the darkest red you can get. So I think of that when I look at the things that are purple in my house. I say, that's so red it's purple. Captain Charles says, "I run around the house playing tag with my dogs. They're not fat, and I guess I would be more so if I didn't." You play tag with your dogs? I think that's adorable. I take my dogs to the pool and actually get in with them and swim and stuff. It's the snacking is the problem for Tamaya. She's a snack hound. She loves her snacking. I have to keep everything out of her reach because she'll get into it. Deborah, Tamaya and I are twins. That's cute. As Kristen says, it's none of your business what people think of you. That's exactly right. Just like Kristen says. Not my business what people think of me. Unless I make it my business. All right, folks. Well, I got a big afternoon. Thank you for joining me in the living room. This window here, before I did the siding project, this window actually used to be a door. And it doesn't face the street, so nobody could ever find the front door. So when I redid the siding, I flip-flopped this window with one that was the dining room, which is tiny. It was like a 1940s dining room. You know, nothing fitted in it. So I made that the foyer, put the door there, put a window here, and now this room actually is kind of, there's no outside door coming into it, so it's much more, you know, peaceful and nice. And I think, though, when because this is how I work, I think once the floors are done and they're moving the furniture back in, I'm going to make this room the dining room again. And make what I'm using as the dining room the living room again, because it has a fireplace in it, and I really like sitting in a squishy chair in front of the fireplace. With the Christmas tree at Christmas time and stuff. So I got a lot of work ahead of me coming up. All right, have a great weekend, everyone. Honestly thought this was Labor Day weekend. It's not. There's still a whole another week. So we'll see you on Monday at the same time, 11 a.m. Please be patient if I have to change that. I'll try to put a little notice up. I figured out, you know what I figured out? Is I could make a little graphic. You know how there's always a placeholder graphic for the show? I could make a little graphic that says, the show's been delayed 2 hours or something like that, and I could put that up. I have no way to notify you otherwise. Sorry. Okay, say it with me, everyone. No matter what life throws at me, I have the ability to make this a fantastic day. See you on Monday, same time, 11 a.m. Central in the USA. Bye-bye.